Good morning. So good. I bought a book on Hygge, which is bringing comfort and the mindset of comfort and happiness into your life more. And I'm really trying to follow their principles. And I think what is really important is that we call it self-care. And one of the things I want to talk about is I do love to talk. Let me introduce myself. I'm Crain. I do coffee time with Janet every day so that I can talk, and I hope that I can be inspirational for people in the morning and be just a friend to people, so that if you're not meeting somebody, you can just kind of have a conversation with me. That's my goal of coffee time. I'm not political. I don't mean to ever be political. I just want to have coffee with a friend. And in this busy world, it just seemed like this was a very good way for me to have coffee with friends. And when you come on my coffee time, I feel so happy. I feel like I'm really having coffee with you. So what I want to talk about right now is, I call it self-care, but I want to talk about certain things and certain old habits that I have that I'm working on breaking. And people like coaches and business advisors, and they just say, like the Nike commercial, just do it. But it's not so hard to just do it and change old patterns of thinking and old patterns of behavior. It just isn't. And right now, one of the things that I need to do more of is put myself on my list for self-care. I'm very good at helping other people. I'm very good at knowing what to do for other people. But when I face challenges or confusing moments, I get confused about what to do. And it's important for me to follow my own rules, and I want to just share some of them with you. And one of the things I always say, right now, I kind of made these rules up to pertain to eating, but I think that they apply to everything. My first rule is eat with dignity, live with dignity. And what that means is taking time to know what you need and giving it yourself. So for example, I'm going to use food examples, is that if you eat standing up, if you eat over the pot, if you don't set the table for yourself, if you don't take time to prepare food for yourself or get yourself what you need, it's not as dignified as you can be. And if you treat yourself like a queen or a king, then you're giving yourself that dignity. And in everything I do, I try to live with, be in the dignified mindset. This is more about a mindset than anything else. The next thing I talk about is don't be cheap with yourself. When I was at the airport recently, I wanted water because I just lost my water at the TSA and I forgot a water bottle and I should have just dumped it, but I didn't. I got to the other side and the water was $4.50. And I was like, oh my God, do I really need this water? $4.50. And I started going through the whole, I should have brought my water bottle, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but I didn't. And finally, I spent the money. I got myself the water bottle and a snack. It was expensive, but I needed it. And I needed it because if I would have gotten dehydrated on the plane, it would have ruined the rest of my day. I think that everybody jokes around and with me that I write rule books for the season. And now we're starting into winter right now. It's the end of the fall, it's cold, and the fall season has different rules for me than the winter season. And now I'm getting ready to prepare for the winter. and not forget about the fall, enjoy the fall. But right now, what I need to do is make sure that I take advantage of the fall and not miss it. And I'm planning on going apple picking and making an apple pie and doing the fall activities that remind you that you're in the fall. Where I live, fall is a really, really big season. The leaves are just so beautiful. I plan to take a drive next week to New England and just see all the leaves. And if you enjoy the season that you're in right now, you have to make a little effort or else it just goes by so quickly. And I think that's true about anything. So let's just review my little rule book here. One is be in a dignity mindset. Make sure you're on your list. Make sure you're giving yourself what you need. Make sure you're in the moment, enjoying it. Get ready, make some rules, because if you have rules, then you know what's expected of yourself. And I think that's really important, to know what you expect of yourself. And be careful. Like for me, the big thing that I have to be careful is don't go cheap with yourself. If you want the water, don't do it every day. If you forget to prepare, just say, I need the water. Get the water. Or it could be in a restaurant that you really want one dinner, but it's too expensive, so you get another one. You don't have to do it every day, but I think that you need to make sure that you self-love yourself every day. Give yourself what you need, know what you need, write some rules for yourself, and I think that by doing those things, it makes it really does bring a Hygge feeling into your life of happiness. This morning, I get up really early so I could talk to my son. I lit the fireplace. I lit a candle. I had my first delicious cup of coffee. It was so cozy. I'm wearing like a really cozy sweater today. I think we need to self-care a lot. We are worth it. And don't forget it. I mean, have this cup of coffee with me and just think about how wonderful you are, how worth it you are. And then live your day that way. Live your day with dignity and treat yourself like the queen and king that you really are. Have a really great day. I'll see you tomorrow.